Most men go through life thinking they need to impress women with money, looks, or charm. But what if I told you the real key to attraction has nothing to do with those things, and everything to do with understanding hidden psychological triggers? Weaknesses that women themselves may not even realize they have. Just like men, women carry subconscious desires, emotional reflexes, and vulnerabilities that shape how they respond, often without even knowing why. The problem? Most men have no idea how to see them, let alone use them. That ends today. Because once you understand these triggers, you'll start to see female behavior through a whole new lens. A lens that lets you influence the game without ever having to chase. Let's start with emotional certainty. Women are emotional by nature, but that doesn't mean they are irrational. It means they feel first, and those feelings shape their decisions, especially in relationships. One of the deepest hidden weaknesses most women carry is their craving for emotional certainty. They want to feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally. Passion is fun, but it's not enough. Excitement fades. What she truly craves is the calm presence of a man who doesn't fall apart when life does. When you lose control of your emotions, when you act needy, jealous, reactive, she no longer feels safe. You become the unstable one, the one she feels she has to regulate. And when that happens, the polarity flips. You're no longer the man. You're the weight she has to carry. And no woman wants to feel like she's babysitting your emotions. But when you remain grounded, when chaos hits and you stay centered, when she throws a test and you don't flinch, when life challenges you and you respond with calm leadership, you activate something powerful in her. You become the rock, the safe place, and she'll lean in, often without understanding why. Now let's talk about scarcity. It's human nature. We want what we can't easily have. It's why luxury cars, rare watches, and limited edition anything seem more valuable. The same rule applies to attraction. A woman's subconscious assigns higher value to men who feel just out of reach. Too many men make themselves too available, too eager, too obvious. And the result? She stops chasing. She knows she already has you. There's no mystery left. But when you hold something back, when she can't fully read you, when she's not sure what you'll do next, you trigger a different part of her psychology. The part that needs to close the gap. That gap creates desire. You don't need to play games. You just need to have a life that doesn't revolve around her. Reveal yourself slowly. Let her discover you piece by piece. Don't always be available. Let her wonder when she'll hear from you. This subtle tension creates attraction that feels electric. Because once a woman feels like she's fully figured you out, her imagination shuts down. And with it, her desire. Next is presence. Most men overlook how powerful their presence is, and how much it communicates before they even speak. One of the most underrated triggers of female attraction is the deep, steady tone of your voice combined with how you carry yourself. Science backs this up. Men with deeper voices are perceived as more dominant and trustworthy. Why? Because it signals testosterone, confidence, leadership. It taps into something ancient in the female brain, something tied to protection and stability. But it's not just about your voice. It's about how you move, how you take up space, how you hold eye contact without flinching. Presence is energy. It's the quiet confidence of someone who's not trying to prove anything. You're just there, solid, grounded, sure of yourself. And women feel it instantly. A weak presence, on the other hand, shows up in nervous gestures, restless movement, fast speech, unsure posture. Even if you say all the right things, your energy tells another story. But when you master your presence, when you move with intention, when you speak like your words matter, everything changes. You don't have to chase. They feel drawn in by the force of who you are. And finally, let's talk about one of the most powerful emotional triggers of all. The man who can walk away. Most men panic at the idea of losing a woman. They start begging, texting, explaining, chasing. And every time they do, they are silently telling her, "You are the prize. I need you more than you need me." And guess what? She feels it. And it kills the attraction instantly. But when you're willing to walk away, not out of pride, but out of self-worth, You become a man she can't easily replace. You signal strength. You show her you have options, that your value isn't tied to her approval, and that makes her want you even more. Why? Because you're not reacting from fear. You're leading from power. And that, more than anything, is what women are drawn to, even if they don't fully understand why. If she knows you're willing to leave when she disrespects you, plays games, or pulls away, she will naturally value you more. It's not manipulation. It's self-respect. The rule is simple. Be willing to walk away, and you'll never have to chase. A man with a mission is her kryptonite. Her biggest weakness isn't your looks, your money, or even your charm. It's your purpose. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are consumed by something greater than themselves. A man on a mission, whether he's building a business, mastering a skill, or chasing a personal goal, becomes magnetic. Because purpose gives you focus, discipline, direction. And that's something women feel on a cellular level. But most men make this critical mistake. They make her their mission. They orbit around her, prioritize her every move, put her on a pedestal. And ironically, that kills the very attraction they are hoping to create. She doesn't want to be the center of your world. She wants to be invited into a world that's already moving. A man with a mission doesn't sit by the phone waiting for a text. He doesn't rearrange his life because she called. He's building. He's focused. And that makes him irresistible. So ask yourself, what are you building? What are you chasing? Because if you don't have a mission, she'll feel it. And she won't stay. There's also a paradox most men never master. Controlled vulnerability. It's a delicate balance. Too much vulnerability, and she sees weakness. Too little, and you become emotionally invisible. Women are weak for men who can walk this line, who know how to be open without falling apart. The mistake: thinking women want emotional expression all the time. They don't. They want connection, but not emotional dependence. Oversharing, complaining, seeking reassurance, it repels them. But when you share with control, when you reveal depth without dumping chaos, something shifts. You become a man with emotional gravity, a man who lets her in slowly, who reveals stories only after he's conquered them, who shares pain without needing to be rescued. Your emotions should be like the ocean, deep, powerful, visible, but never overwhelming. A man who controls his vulnerability doesn't just attract women, he mesmerizes them. And here's something most men never see coming. Women are wired to test you, constantly, not because they are mean, but because deep down, they want to know if you're solid. Can you handle pressure? Will you fold when challenged? Can you remain grounded when they push your buttons? She'll challenge your beliefs just to see if you stand firm. She'll pull away to see if you chase. She'll spark drama just to feel your emotional strength. It's not conscious. It's instinct. It's how she filters, how she finds strength without even realizing that's what she's doing. So the answer isn't to fight her or fear the test. The answer is simple. Stay calm. Stay centered. Smile. Lead. When she pulls away, let her. When she gets dramatic, don't match it. Diffuse it. And when she challenges you, don't get defensive. Get clear. A man who can stay unfazed when tested becomes unforgettable. Because if she can't shake you, she starts to trust you. And that brings us to the trait almost no man has mastered: confidence in the face of rejection. Most fear it. A few embrace it. And those few, untouchable. A man who can take rejection and laugh, nod, or even turn it into a joke, signals unshakable value. Because only a man who knows his worth can smile at no and still walk with power. Desperate men crumble. They get awkward, needy, apologetic. Confident men? They don't blink. If she rejects you, say, "No worries. Take care." And move on. No energy drop. No bitterness. Just certainty. That moment, right there, is what makes her wonder if she made a mistake. Because rejection doesn't hurt when you're not attached to her approval. And when you're no longer afraid of hearing no, women feel it and start chasing you. Which leads to something crucial. Women obsess over men who are hard to read. If she knows exactly how you feel all the time, the mystery dies. And so does the attraction. Women are weak for men who keep them guessing. It's not about playing games. It's about being a challenge, being unpredictable, maintaining that magnetic what if. Men who are too easy to read. They always text back immediately. They overshare emotions too soon. They constantly ask where they stand. But high-value men? They reveal themselves slowly. They respond when they choose, not when they are summoned. They are calm, unreadable, in control. And that tension, the not knowing, is what fuels obsession. When she can't fully decode you, she keeps thinking about you. And that's when the chase begins. Finally, the ultimate trigger, the deepest weakness. Women can't resist a man who controls his desires. Most men are ruled by lust. They chase women, crave attention, lose direction. But the few who can master their urges, they hold all the power. A man who's not desperate for validation, who chooses intimacy wisely, who can say no when others fold, that man becomes unforgettable, because he's not looking to be filled, he's already full. A man like that doesn't let pleasure dictate his purpose. He doesn't break his focus for a fling. He walks away if it threatens his mission. And women feel that discipline like a pulse. The moment you stop chasing women is the moment they start chasing you. Attraction isn't about tricks. It's about mastering yourself. Purpose, presence, self-respect. These aren't just traits. They are signals. And when you embody them, women don't just want you. They need you. If this opened your eyes, subscribe to Naked Truths for more unfiltered wisdom on attraction, masculinity, and the psychology of desire. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and remember, never chase.